You're listening to the Reluctant Adult Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, follow us on social media and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the way.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million.
Let's wake from the internet. Lucasfilm gets itself a couple of new co-presidents as Kathleen Kennedy takes aim at half the galaxy on her way out the airlock. Plus, Mondo's Beavis and Butthead squad comes with its own couch, giving collectors a front row seat to their own poor financial decisions. And Super Mario Little People prove it's never too early to learn how to drop some coin. It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Don't you be a dummy! Buckle your safety belt!
Think, Billy. It's morphin' time!
Oh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who likes his Wookiees mustachioed, Bill!
Hello, and if I do say so myself, fully clothed.
Fully clothed? Oh, that's true.
Yes.
So you hate Chewbacca. He's your least favorite.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable.
It's kind of weird. Well, we were talking, cards on the table. This is our second attempt.
I already like it. I like it. I like it much better. I've got better
it's
energy.
Already better. We got a better energy. You get everybody at home. The first time I said that, you said that you what is it? Not bald? Would you say
no,
hairless?
I feel like hairless. Yeah. No,
we were talking about those poor Wookiees in Solo, a Star Wars story, where down in the mine they look all mangy. They were like, their hair was falling out. I don't know what was going on there. Those are some ugly Wookiees. Those were some ugly
They
Wookiees.
were ugly Wookiees too. That was the thing. They weren't attractive Wookiees.
They were not.
There's that sexy.
There's like
Chewbacca
Return of the Jedi Chewbacca.
Yeah.
With like the afterglow hair.
Right.
And then there's the Solo, a Star Wars story, mangy Wookiees. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were all about getting the Wookiees like disgusting in that movie too. That's the thing.
Oh, that's
true. Remember they had Chewbacca in the pit, like the mud pit.
Yeah.
God, that costume.
Weird movie. That was a weird movie. That's when we should have known that things were kind of like falling off. The wheels were coming off the wagon. Like
Star Wars couldn't match the Marvel model in terms of movies coming out.
That's right. Because that was the plan, to have like one of the tentpole Star Wars movies each year, and then was it two films a year, or they were going to alternate one and then like one side story?
It was 2 films a year, one like legacy story, and then the other was a standalone.
Oh my god.
So if everything worked out the way it was supposed to, the next one was supposed to be Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
We ended up getting... Yeah.
But because of Solo underperforming, we didn't get anything. We got mostly all the shows.
Right. So then Disney Plus started, what was it, 2020? Right around there, because it like almost corresponded with the pandemic. Because I remember like we were like, we're gonna buy Frozen on digital, and then like literally the next day, Disney's like, we're releasing on Disney Plus, so you have something to do because you're locked in your house.
Right.
Yeah, the Disney Plus model. I don't want to say it like it has killed Disney, but like it hasn't helped it, because they ended up doing too much shit stuff that shouldn't have even been produced. It took resources away from other areas, and it like watered down what we think of in terms of these stories, because there's just too much. There's too much Marvel. There's too much Star Wars. But then on the other hand, it gave us Andor, which we never would have had as a movie. They would never have done a prequel to Rogue One as a movie. No. I don't think. And it wouldn't have had the time and to breathe and give all these characters so much depth. Right. So you got to take the good. You got to take the good with the bad. This week, whether you view it as the good or the bad, Kathleen Kennedy officially left Lucasfilm, and she is being replaced by two people. You have Dave Filoni, who the fans have really rallied against. He
rallied against? No, they've rallied
around, I should say.
Rallied against.
Maybe that was a little Freudian. Because we'll talk about some of the chatter that has come out this week about Dave Filoni. But he came from the Clone Wars. He got these characters over, to use wrestling vernacular, and now he was involved in Mandalorian, and now he's not directing Mando and Grogu, right? I think that's still Favreau. Yeah, I think so. But he's heavily involved, and now obviously he's going to be the guy.
Has a lot of creative input. A lot of his characters have carried over and followed over.
Right. So we're going to see a lot of Ahsoka, a lot of those friends. Maybe not so much
Andor.
Again, we'll talk about that. And then who's the other person? The woman that will be
you had to ask me.
Presidenting with him. I don't know. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with your game. I hope it's fine. But
is this my
so we got
segment to research?
I do sort of expect you to have all the Star Wars information, but
I don't have all the time in the day to go
to check to read one
bins,
story on the
transition. To go to the bins like you do, living at the bins.
Living at the bins. Living that bin life. Been there, done that. Life. So, yeah. So it was funny because...
All right, here we go. I've got the name.
Oh, you got it. Name. Look at that.
Lin-Manuel Brennan.
Lin-Manuel Brandon, yeah. So who knows?
Dave Filoni is going to lead as the studio president and chief creative officer, while Lin-Manuel Brennan is going to be the co-president.
Co-president. So he's the president and she's the co-president?
The co-president.
This is like The Office with Jim and Michael. That's not how that works. So that's fine. Who knows? Who knows? It all weighs, what's the word? Something hangs in the balance on Mando and Grogu performing. Because if that does not do Marvel numbers, and I don't think it's gonna, that's gonna be it. I think they're gonna close up Star Wars. I think they're gonna sell Star Wars. Disney's gonna wash their hands of it, give it back to Lucas. They're gonna sell it to Haim Saban or something. Yeah. Oh, could you imagine doing Star Wars with the Power Rangers budget, using footage from other movies? That's what Michael Bay does. If you watch his movies, you see clips from other movies. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, we'll see.
So this week, they made this big announcement about the transition of power. And then they were in the article, or someone's article, they had this quote attributed to Dave Filoni saying that Dave Filoni did not like Andor. That he did not like Andor. And they had to come out and be like, no, he loves Andor. It's like, okay, well, that's weird. So that's, if you like Andor and you don't so much care for the silly other stuff, you're probably like, well, I'm out. Not going to be a lot for me. Not going to be a lot for me. The other funny thing was Kathleen Kennedy, obviously, she, this is her last sort of chance to have this platform. And I don't know if she did an interview. I don't know if she's doing the rounds. But there were some quotes from her. And she was saying, who's the guy that directed the second sequel movie?
Rian Johnson. She said that he got spooked by the online chatter,
and that's why he didn't want to come back and do the third film. So he had to come out and be like, nope, wasn't spooked, sorry. Like, I don't know why you got to say anything. Like, you're out. I don't know what there is. Like, you're trying to be like,
since
this
I'm
is
leaving,
what I had to
here's
work
all
with.
the tea. Here's all the tea.
It's like, listen, if I had better people that weren't so easily spooked, maybe I would have,
right?
Star Wars would
so
be better.
Scared of this
is what they
chatter.
gave me. But it's so funny because we always heard was that movie, Rise of Skywalker. No, The Last Jedi. That's the second one, right? Last Jedi. Yeah,
that was the second movie. Yes, there was another quote by her that was pretty wild too.
Do you recall it?
You know, in most it said that yes. Well, no. She said it was difficult. It was difficult to perform the role given the expectations of the fandom, more or less.
I mean, that's bullshit. Like,
it is bullshit.
Take the job. Don't take the job. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
At the time, you had like 35 years worth of content to work with, and you just tossed it. You're like, nah, we can make up our own silly stories about space wizards. That's fine.
That's the thing that's unforgivable. The fact that they went into these 3 movies knowing they were going to do 3 movies, and they didn't have an arc for the 3 movies. They were like, we're just going to take it one day at a time. We'll see what works. It's like, who did the fans like? Oh, you like BB-8? All right. Well, maybe BB-8 is Rey's father. Like, what are we going to do? Like, by committee. That's the best way to make movies, by committee. No, it was bullshit, and it really robbed us. It really did. Like, honestly, in retrospect, like, it makes me mad that they didn't have a plan. But, and then, sometimes the universe steps in, because I think the plan was to make Leia the feature player of that third one, and Carrie Fisher had to go and die, so that kind of threw all those plans. So even if there was a plan for the third movie, probably out the window. That's where the plans would have gone. So, the universe just didn't want us to have a good Star Wars. They didn't want us and then it's like Ben Solo project, like, and there was apparently a comic that ended this week, and the last page said Ben Solo will return. So it's like it was all set up. Like, the movie probably should have been coming out this week. But it's a mess. It's a mess. And then I got Mando and Grogu, and like, listen, I know I'm down on Mando and Grogu. I know that it sounds
Why
like
are you so down on Mando and Grogu?
Because it doesn't feel like it should be a movie, because they came off their weakest season, and we didn't even see Pedro's face, and it just felt like everybody phoned it in, and they introduced all these new characters. And I'm not saying I'm sick of Grogu, but like I think that Grogu, the path that made sense was for him to follow Luke and not come back to the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so
there
it's
was
just
a
like,
lot.
I don't like it.
There was the 2 odd episodes that they shoehorned into the Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
And then everyone came back to the 3rd, and they're like, how'd this guy get back here? The ones that didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. I honestly, before this second edit, we talked about how good the first season was, but the second season, on a whole, was very well done. And then it ended so well. It really did end well.
Is that the one with Luke? Luke comes back?
That's the one when Luke shows up, kills all of the Dark Troopers, or destroys the Dark Troopers, and then takes Grogu away.
Takes Grogu.
And R2's there. It's fantastic. It is fantastic.
It really was. And that was the high water point, the high water mark. Yeah. I don't think it's ever... It couldn't... In the next season, it did not reach that level at any point. In fact, it disappointed. It took, just like with the sequel series, it took what the previous season had set up, and then it was like, you know what, forget that. We're going back to what we were doing before. Everything, disregard this completely. It does not have any impact on the future. So that's always like upsetting when they introduce a deviation, like a different road.
We had pirates,
and then they don't follow it.
That season, we had pirates in that season in order to.
Is that the third season?
That was the third season. We had pirates.
Yeah, it was just.
And then we had. They were there to like bridge the gap between that Skeleton Crew show. It's just an odd mix of things altogether.
I bet it all makes sense in Dave Filoni's head. He's like, you guys don't even know. You don't even know. In 10 years, when we get to this movie, it's all going to make sense. And I'm just like, okay, Dave. I wish you well. Obviously, you love this stuff. You probably love it more than anyone. Like, you know, you got to think of like people who love Star Wars and people that have the skills to produce Star Wars TV. Like, he probably has the combination of the two highest, you know, rankings of those two things. So he's probably the right guy to be there. But maybe even the perfect person to do it isn't going to do it right. Because everybody wants something different. That's the problem. Everybody wants something different with Star Wars. You've expanded the universe too far. You'll never please everybody. And when you don't please everybody, you displease everybody.
That happened in the books as well, too. I mean, prior to the purchase, I think there was a little bit of a Star Wars burnout, because what ended up happening was they started going, you know, chronologically. I mean, they had some adventures in the past, but they had, like, you know, they were building that universe, and then they had Han Solo and Princess Leia's kids, and then they became main feature characters. Jason and Jana, and who was the other one? One of them became bad, and it was, you know, they picked Disney Star Wars picked from what they could and what they wanted to. But
cherry pick the best stuff, which is what you want.
And then change it just a little bit.
Just change it to say, like, this was mine. But really, we want good Star Wars because we want more toys. And if every movie, and, you know, like, we just keep saying The Mandalorian, how many Mandalorian toys can we buy? Like, he needs to have a new costume. Like, Luke changed costumes every movie. Like, drastically.
That's true.
We need Mando in, like, some shorts and, like, some
Mando
robes
changed
or
his
something.
Costume the second episode of the first
but I
season.
feel like it was better. It looked better before when it was, like, all dingy. Like, I don't like the clean, shiny look. I prefer that first one. And then there was, like, a muddy one. He got really muddy, and Hasbro made that one. But this week, Hasbro had a little bit of a Star Wars Fan Fest Friday, whatever, and they showed off some new vintage collection, friends, and these are for your Cantina set that you got from HasLab, unless you're in Mexico. And here we have, this is Labia.
Yep, that is the Devil Man Labia.
Devil Man, Labia. And this is Gary Dan, Gary N. Dan. He's getting a vintage.
They used to call him Long Snoot before they gave him a name, Garandon.
That's cute. I like Long Snoot. Is this a mask or is this what his face looks like?
I want to say it's a mask.
He like can't breathe on the air.
He's got like that. Yeah, he's got that like Plague Doctor style mask. Ratting out Ben Kenobi. Oh, we can't go to him. He's last.
We gotta save the other guy for last. Here you have Ariel Schaus. Obviously, clearly. Is he like one of the Halloween costumes that they just had laying around? They throw it up.
He is the Wolfman that they cut out. In the special edition and made that.
Yeah, the little
silly
snake,
monster,
whatever. Yeah. That bad choice. Put him back.
Silly
Put Ariel
CGI
back.
Frog.
Arliel, whatever.
Arlel Schaus.
Stupid. But here's the big one. Now you might be saying like, "Oh, is this Chewbacca from Shadows of the Empire, where he put on some new clothes and he grew a mustache?"
The offspring of is this the offspring of Chewbacca and Lando Calrissian? Who knows?
Oh yeah, it does look like. But this is canonically Chewbacca's cousin, correct?
Is it?
I can just tell you anything. I thought you would know.
You could.
What I was reading is that he is canonically the owner of Mos Eisley Cantina, because there is a
Cantina
pop-up book where you see him here. Ralph McQuarrie drew this or painted this,
right?
And he is the proprietor of this establishment. So he comes with a big stein.
It's not Wooher. Wooher is just the barkeep.
He's just the barkeep.
Who owns it. Yeah.
So sometimes he would show up. You can see he's checking. He's doing the numbers. He's like, we didn't make enough money. Maybe we should start letting in droids. We could have changed our policies. He's so sad. Like, they had a bad quarter. He's like, we're going to have to sell the bar. And then, did it explode? I know Max Rebo exploded in something. Maybe that's what Cantina's okay.
That was Mos Espa. We're not talking about Mos Espa.
That's far away.
Mos Espa had all the problems.
So this is the pop-up book. Did you have this? The Mos Eisley Cantina pop-up book?
I didn't have that. No. That's probably why I didn't know Chalman. That's why I don't have a customized Chalman figure.
Is he a popular custom? People just throw in that mustache on him. It's funny because can all Wookiees grow mustaches? Do they shave specifically that hair, or did he just sort of like twist it? Because it's a different color too. Like it stands out.
It's a different color.
Maybe he dyes it, or it's like they have different color hair. It just sort of happens to be there. I like to see other facial hair.
Maybe he could have gotten some moose and put some devil horns on like labia, and he'd be all set.
I think he was twisting it like he was like, evil conductor or whatever. He's a big fan of those films, so he's nice. That's a nice looking Wookiee.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's a fine Wookiee.
It's a fun set.
But that's vintage collection, so I don't care. I don't care about vintage collection. Give me that 6-inch Black Series action. And they did, because we got 3 new reveals here. First, the Bugs, the Geonosian warrior.
Geonosian warrior.
Geonosian. These guys always creep me out because they're just like bugs with guns. It's just bugs with guns.
Like a mass of bugs. They were just like, let's kill something, and then boy did they kill them all.
Kill them all.
Let
Hasbro must have like found a sale on flight stands and wings, because he has a flight stand. He's kind of like hovering off the ground, and
this whole wave is like a wave of figures that are hard to stand. So
that's true. They all have weird feet. So here's Watto. He also comes with an alternate pair of wings that are like fluttery, like they're mid-flutter, which is fun. Yeah, it's better than better than nothing.
There was an episode 2 figure that did that, and it was the Watto figure they made, and all it was a clump of like 6 wings all in mid-flight, and that was the gimmick.
Oh. Yeah. Well, it's like when they make the Ninja Turtles and they have like something spinning. Or like, who does that? With Thor's hammer? Like, this is a very popular, like... Or now, they're starting to do the lightsabers mid... Or it looks like
so they have that
like
extra little Dorito shape at the end.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Everybody should get those. He has this, frame, like photo frame, but there's no photo in it. Is that supposed to be something? Or is that not even what that is?
Like a data pad.
Oh, okay. I thought it really just looks like a like a picture frame, like like Wolverine on the bed looking at Rogue.
Right. Put a picture of him and Anakin's
or Jean
mom.
Grey. I mean, yeah, that's nice. And his little cube, obviously famous. That's a small accessory. That little cube,
the chance cube. What are the chances you lose that?
Oh, damn.
He can fly. I didn't realize he had a walking stick and he can fly.
But he can fly. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but his feet look like suction cups too. I've never really noticed his feet before. I wonder if when he walks, it's like sounds like.
Right.
And then the Q-tip friend from the cloning planet.
Equally hard to stand up.
Taun We. Yeah, because it does look like her feet are. Well, it looks like the legs are bent backwards like a horse leg. Like she can't even stand straight. She got a fabric robe here. No stand though. No flight stand. She's just gonna have to raw dog it and just stand by herself. But I guess they haven't done 6-inch.
How big is this box gonna be? How big is the box gonna be?
Yeah, because it's not like her head is up in the black. Like is this a deluxe? Is it a deluxe? They just put her really low in the box. I don't know.
This is a wild looking thing. You'd see a wider box, but not a taller box. This is
that'd be funny. It's like a tall
single release Black Series figure box you'll ever see.
They did like that Dark Trooper had a tall box. There was like another figure I thought that had like a tall box. Is she taller than Chewbacca? If they could do
I want to
Chewbacca.
say she's probably. taller than Chewbacca.
Oh man, I don't know that.
Oh, look at those. Those look interesting.
Is
that Anakin out yet?
Yeah, the little boy Anakin, that's been out.
I haven't seen it. Oh, that's all right.
No, that and like the Padme, I think came in that wave.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen them either though. I don't know if the box is different. Does it look different? Does it look taller? It must be. It
taller.
Must be taller. Yeah. So that's it. Did I miss anything? Here's Watto as a koosh ball. Did you remember
that one?
He's got the same. He's got the same data pad. That must be very integral to his character that he has that. He's checking all his gambling. That's his little black book.
It is little black book.
You got red in your ledger. Was there anything else? Star Wars? I'm sure there was, but that was all that tickled.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, there was the big Disney Star Wars as well.
Oh, that's true. I was just thinking in terms of toys.
In terms of toys, the big Disney... not really.
No. So the big Disney news, other than Kathleen Kennedy, is that Disney was finally like, fine, we're gonna change Galaxy's Edge to the original trilogy. Most of it. But we're still gonna put them in costumes that you will not recognize. You will not recognize Leia walking around. You're just gonna be like, oh, that person kind of has a weird hairstyle. So I don't have the map up, but they had a map. I think this is only California, which
this is only California for the time being.
Why do they do this?
Because there's enough starving actors out in California that they.
You
can
think
get them
that's
to be,
it? There's not a pool of Luke lookalikes. That is bullshit. No. Like, ship them over. You don't think people would love to live in Florida? What's wrong with them? So eventually I hope we'll get this, but they're going to replace a big chunk of retheme it. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to, wherever Kylo Ren was, they're going to bring Vader out. Yeah.
So that was the Batuu Spire. It's going to have Darth Vader walking around with original trilogy stormtroopers.
That's good.
And then, Luke is going to be looking for Jedi artifacts in Batuu. And Han and Leia are going to just be like probably on a honeymoon from that galactic star cruiser.
Just be banging. They're gonna open the bathroom.
Corner.
They're in like the closet. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see anything. I didn't see
anything.
Oga's
Cantina is going to be playing jizz. They're going to have jizz spilling out of the doors.
My favorite.
You'll have the Cantina band playing at Oga's Cantina. The only thing that I think is a little odd. I don't know if the band's going to be there, if they're just going to be playing the music.
Is going to be there.
The music out. No, I think they're just going to continue with DJ Rex.
Boo.
They're renaming one of it's no longer like the First Order surplus store or whatever they're calling it. It's something else.
Who even knew? Who even knew?
Yeah.
These things had names.
Stores had names, right?
So
the only other thing that's
anymore.
weird, I don't know if it's getting rethemed over there, if they even have it, but they have Kylo Ren's shuttle, like his X-wing or whatever transport shuttle, hanging out in that area. And I don't know if they're going to get rid of it, but they're going to cut it. Like there's going to be two sides of the land. One's going to be that Rise of the Resistance side,
right? Because you can't retheme that.
No, you cannot.
I mean, he could. They should just cheap out and get like Halloween masks and put them like over. I mean, it's all projections anyway. It's like just update the projections. Use AI. Just do it.
You could.
We don't care.
There's only one. The AT-ATs are different, but other than that, you could do.
Oh, close enough.
They're close enough.
They could. Who knows? Those could have been there. Who knows?
The common man. Hey, there's that shuttlecraft. That's what they need to get rid of.
Yeah. This thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's just like a weird TIE fighter, like with a weird middle section. So they can do that.
Right. They can.
And then they're going to have John Williams music throughout, which I think is probably, like, why the fuck wasn't that there to begin with? Like, what's wrong with you?
Why wasn't it there?
I don't know. I don't know. So that'll be better than nothing, I guess. But again, it's not coming here, so it's not going to really matter. Like, what? It sucks. It sucks to have this one and be so outdated and... Well, I mean, not outdated because obviously it's the newest, but nobody looks fondly upon the sequels. Do you think how there was this weird resurrection? No, that's not right. The word. There was this weird like recalibration of how people now say like, oh, the prequels the prequels were good, and now that we like those people have become adults or like older at least, they have this newfound respect for those prequels. Do you think we'll see that with the sequels, where it'll be like, oh, I get it, Canto Bite, that's like us, and like, oh, we're the, even if you're good, you're bad. Like, I mean, I guess that's true.
I mean, it's got its fans, but I feel like it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a tough one to predict, because the prequel trilogy had its flaws, had its characters, but like a lot of it is like, oh, they weren't really kind. A lot of it like stems back to being like the current fandom being like, you guys were all a little too critical and mean of Hayden Christensen and what they were doing. So it's almost like sympathy, and that's kind of.
It wasn't all his fault, but he didn't help.
Oh no, not one bit.
Like, if he was a better actor, maybe he. But
he had lessons.
Obviously Natalie Portman is a good actor, and she wasn't great in that. What was that?
No, I said he had lessons after the second movie. He
didn't have them. He didn't have them before the second one. They were like, just get in there, kid.
Get in there. Well, they had that trend of hiring unknowns, and they were like, you got the looks, you got the moxie, just deliver the lines.
You could still be unknown and be a trained actor. That's why it's called trained. Maybe the biggest Star Wars news of the week is this your hand? Did you take this photo?
That is me, yeah.
Okay. You found the Actionverse Stormtrooper. Did they also have Vader, or just the Stormtrooper?
They had Vader as well.
No. Did you pick these up?
No.
What?
I didn't.
Did it look good? Look good in person?
It was just so beefy. It's just like,
it's very beefy.
It takes.
I like that.
You like that? So this is the. Let's do a little quick compare, because I have it on the ready. This is the power of the Force.
Yeah.
To Stormtrooper. It's like the bulky
if you
trooper.
Took the power of the Force, but you gave it. This is
so
Power of the Force
bulky.
Remastered. This is Power of the Force Remastered. It has modern
so
articulation.
It's so bulky.
I love it. I'm putting all my chips on this one.
Are you?
I'm all in. I'm all in.
So big.
Well,
his head is so tiny.
I want to see one non-helmeted character to see what style they're going to give their faces.
Fair enough.
That could go either hyper realistic or make them look like that Toy Box collection, because I think that was a nice sort of like in between.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. If you could just animate, well, I think they did release, because the Toy Box figures were like articulated versions of Disney Infinity toys, right? Like very similar
that aesthetic. Yeah, it was similar.
Very similar.
They almost looked like Toy Box, but Toy Box also encapsulated a lot of the properties, right? It wasn't just Star Wars.
I do think they did like Toy Story.
Yeah, they did a lot of the Pixar stuff, but they had there was another line that was around that time as well that wasn't Toy Box.
Another Star Wars line?
Another Star Wars line, yeah.
Like yes, there was, because Toy Box was like a Disney store, like Disney
exclusive.
Parks.
Yeah,
right. Because then there was like, you could find them at Walmart. Because I remember one Christmas, I got a bunch on clearance for my kid, and then he was like, "I don't want these."
Oh yes, like, I remember that.
I want a DNA test immediately. What do you mean you don't want these Star Wars toys? The one thing I don't think I like about these Actionverse is that the body is shiny. I like that, but then the helmet looks dull. The helmet needs to be shiny too. Is it because the helmet's like a softer plastic?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That will upset me, but maybe it's worse like in the photo. Maybe it looks better in person. But I want to see those. I went to Target today, and they had a lot of stuff. I didn't see those, but they had the new Wrestling Legends. It's a 4-figure set, but RVD, the best figure in the set, is not shipping. So you're going to see these guys clogging the pegs for a while. And then here's that Andrew Garfield, but no, I guess it is Andrew Garfield because it says No Way Home. Mm-hmm. It's not. I'm just looking at the one I have. The blue is definitely lighter. It's not super lighter. Like, I think the photos were misleading. But again, why would you want this? He doesn't come with the Andrew Garfield portrait. I don't feel like those figures are so expensive on the aftermarket. This Iron Man is so shiny. I don't know if you can tell from the photo, but this is the shiniest Marvel Legends I've ever seen. And he comes with
these
like
the $30 ones.
I think they were 25 or 27, but these are just like the evergreen, like best of. And he comes with 2 like boosts, you know, for his feet, but they're clear, so it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird, like you can't even see that. And then they had the second series of He-Man Transformers. So here's Optimus, or it's He-Man wearing Optimus armor. That's how they're phrasing it. The Transformers are armor. So Optimus and then, or He-Man, and then this is Starscream armor on Scareglow. So these 2 are definitely better than Series 1, but still not $33 better. Like, that is an outrageous price. And then you have these, and then literally at the store, 2 aisles over on the end cap was clearance, and there was like a whole mountain of Series 1 for under $10 on clearance. So I did finally pick up Skeletor. So here is Skeletor with Megatron armor.
Okay.
It's not like, to me it's like nothing, but I think the box is very nice, and I got an unpunched box. Look at that. There's no punch.
Oh. Yeah.
So it was just so funny to me that I wanted to have it to put in my like WTF. How did this even get produced? Shelf.
I went to the clearance and I found this X-Wing.
I would have bought that. How much was that?
Epic World of Action. This was $8.99.
That's wild. How many did they have?
They had 2. I left one in hopes that a mom would pick it up for their child.
Oh, that's nice.
But this was cool enough.
You could have picked it up for me.
Oh, really? Okay, I guess.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
But for $9 was insane.
I think that was, even for its original price, it was a pretty good deal. Like, it wasn't crazy. What was it?
It was under 30. It was 30. It was 30. Yeah. So it's either this or a He-Man in Optimus Prime armor. I don't know.
Not a hard decision for a kid, at least. For anyone with a brain.
Ew, Star Wars? No, thank you.
Ew, Star Wars. I know. Does Star Wars have any shelf space other than for the action?
It's very
verse?
small in the new Target set. It's extremely small.
Yeah. When is the Mondo movie coming out? Because I imagine they're like saving everything for that.
May of next year? May of this year.
It's not even... Oh, this year. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, it better be soon. People are going to forget it even exists. It's already been too long. They need to do like a special...
We'll get a Super Bowl commercial season. Or something.
They still do that?
They'll have a tie-in comic book. I don't know. It's a tie-in comic.
McDonald's promotion.
Ooh.
When's the last fast food Star Wars promotion? Did they do them for the sequels? I feel like they did not.
Yeah, they all had the big bobbleheads that connected.
Oh, that's right. That's all the Disney properties get that, like the Avengers and everything. All right. Yeah, well, there you go. It's still been a while. All right. This is a good place to take a break. When we get back, something, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We've got plenty to talk about. There's plenty more show.
So last week, you shared with us some of your...
Yeah, we finished up the show with a true story.
We like ran out of stories, and so we're like digging into your past.
Not even. This is all the stuff we finished the show, and then we just kept recording, and it was all the stuff that we normally would talk about after the. That's true. After the show's over.
That's a little sneak peek at like our after show. But you were talking about how when you were a kid, I think you said you were like 7. You went to the store, which you found the store after you like
found the store
about that too. You found the store. The name is interesting. You went in, you were a big Dick Tracy fan at the time. You had 2 of the little PVC figures. You walk in to get more. You're with your aunt. The cashier does not believe that you walked in with these toys. So when you have 4 of them, she thinks that you are stealing 2 because you are only offering to pay for 2. So you put back the 2 new ones to keep the original 2, and your aunt pays for the original 2.
My aunt paid for them. Yes,
you were scarred for life, and
scarred for life.
I posted that story. Somebody pointed out that this is probably why you steal from like houses, like from yards. Like they probably all tracked back to that.
This is my villain origin right there.
That's your villain origin story.
This is my Bruce Wayne moment, but I'm like the anti-Batman or whatever.
This is your you're the Joker.
I'm the Joker.
What you are.
Yeah.
You're the Joker.
Oh.
You're Midnight Joker. Yeah. So you have an update on this. You have an update.
I do.
More.
So I was, as I do, I like to hash things out with my mom. We go out on Tuesdays and do like antiquing and whatnot. And I was like, oh yeah, we were talking about this time on the show because she had seen the New Hope Princess Leia from Kenner in a baggie, and she's like, oh, look at that. Do you remember when you went to Mr. Biggs and you found one and he wouldn't sell it to you because it wasn't supposed to be out because it was the white gowned Princess Leia, and he wouldn't sell it to you? And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs was like this other store back in like the 80s.
Oh my God,
that sold like party goods and everything. It's called Mr. Biggs. But then that was like, oh, hey, by the way, Mom, I talked about this, speaking of childhood trauma. And she's like, oh my God, I remember when Karen told me that story. And she's like, because she called and she's like, I was so upset. And she said, and remember how you said, oh, if it was your mom there? And she was like, oh yeah. So I showed her the clip and she was like, oh my God, I've got my reputation precedes me. And I go, oh yeah, you're well known. But she's like, I was ready to kill that woman. And I'm like, yeah. We get it.
Yeah, but we know.
The store, you had asked me if we had knew at the store. The store was called Hector's Pup.
Right. And I was like, what? It was a pet store? They sold toys at the pet store?
No. It was a miniature doll furniture and like toys toys that you wouldn't necessarily find in like a Toys R Us.
But not like an educational toy store. Not like one of those.
Not an educational toy store, but you'd have imports and everything. Like small scale.
So like an awesome store. Like a store we would love to have today.
Right. Today. But like different imports. These were like imports from like Britain and
holy hell.
Small dollhouse furniture and things like that. And yes, they had the carousel. And then I had told you last week, too, that I had picked up a Dick Tracy. I found him while cleaning the basement. So here he is. This is the one I found at the yard sale back in May. And I had mentioned that I said that I was going in to get... I said I went in with Dick Tracy and the flat top figure. That was wrong. I actually had gone in with flat top. I found flat top tonight.
Yeah.
And I went in with Prune Face too, so there they are. These are the
you
these
went
are the
in
two
with
figures.
2 villains.
I went in with
Dick
2
Tracy?
villains, hoping to get Dick Tracy. Well, this was the thing. My mom made a point because I had the Playmates figures, and she was like, "Well, why do you need more?" And like these were $3 a piece back in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't expensive, but like today, like $3 today, but like $3 back then, of course, a little bit pricier. So like I didn't really necessarily need these because I already had these characters with like items that with the Playmates line. So I didn't need them.
Oh, you had the real toys. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you walked in there with the 2 villains and then you tried
hoping
to
to get
a
little dick.
Yeah. The lady was like, "Did you walk in here with those?" And you were like, "Yes, it's true. That man has no dick, Tracy. He's trying to get one."
Yep.
Your joke was
That's how it happened.
There you go. Yeah, I was trying to think of my childhood toy drama or trauma. The one that always sticks out in my mind was my mom. I was like, I wanted to buy this Swamp Thing toy. And my mom was like, I'm not going to buy it. If you want it, you will have to steal it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, I didn't steal it. So that was, I don't know what would have happened. Like, was that a life lesson, or she really just did not give a fuck anymore? It's like, I'm not paying for your fucking toys anymore. Oh. You want it? Learn, travel down that road in life. You're just going to have to become a criminal because I'm not buying you toys anymore. The other thing that I remember, the same Toys R Us, was that she again I was with my mom and I think my sister, my younger sister, and we were checking out, and I think my mom was like, I'm gonna go get the car, just like pay, but she gave me her credit card to pay. And the cashier was like, because we were just kids. It's like, that's not how that works. You can't just give someone your credit card because you have to sign for it. Also, you're not old enough to have this.
Like a Home Alone moment.
Yeah. And I just remember being like, she said it was okay. I don't know. And then I guess we just waited for her to come back. I really don't remember like what happened beyond that. But
so awkward.
It was a different time. Time. I don't know if it would be better or worse now. Just have your because you would just do like you
could go to the car, trust your two kids
list.
To hang out.
Oh my god, yeah. So that's fun. So if you at home have any childhood trauma that you would like to share, we would happily exploit your trauma for the show. Some trauma that we are currently living through is that we keep starting these Simpson collections and they keep abandoning us. It happened with Super 7, and we're worried that it's happening with Jax, but there are, as of tonight, listings. Nope, they're gone. Just clicked it. No. It goes to nothing, so it's been taken down. There were previously 3 days ago listings for at least 2 new 5-inch figures.
I know one of them was also supposed to go up tonight too. There was a listing found, so
maybe they changed them.
We might be at 3. I don't know, but I did see some links. But needless to say, there were some announcements.
Another Homer. He was called Woohoo Homer, and they have a picture here. This is just not of the figure, but like what I guess they assume it'll look like. But the other one more interesting was mascot Itchy. From Itchy and Scratchy Land, do the mascots appear anywhere else in any other episodes?
I can't think of any, at least not in the episodes I've been watching.
So this is a very deep cut, but it's also funny because in Series 1 of Super 7 Simpsons Ultimates, they did the robot Itchy and Scratchy. So maybe that's just a popular episode to take the really deep
My
characters.
son loves that
this
episode.
Would have been very
that's his favorite episode to watch.
It's amazing. It's Jurassic Park. Rumor has it was supposed to be a movie. That's why the characters have different clothing for the only time in the series. So we'll see if we get these figures or not. I mean, the retail space at Target has been white.
The other announcements for that wave at all that you want to share? I can rattle off a couple.
Do you know them?
Want.
Yeah, you go ahead and tell me because I don't have it in front of me.
Woohoo Homer and Itchy, we were also supposed to get Nelson and Fat Tony.
5-inch. Was there also a Marge variant?
So here we're gonna jump into. This is the proposed Wave 7. Then we have a Wave 8. Wave 8 contains a Marge variant with her hair down.
That's all it says. It doesn't say
Marge with hair down.
Does it say, is there
That's a good question.
Version?
I've seen. There are some. Yes. She didn't have the high. Well, she had the high hair as like a little girl, and then there's been some. It's a different timeline right now. College Marge. I think one of the pictures they showed her was burning her bra, and she had hair that was down. Dr. Nick showed up.
Oh, I'd love a Dr. Nick Rivera. Hi, everybody.
We had Scratchy.
Terrible Dr. Nick. Wait a minute. Let me redeem myself. Hey, no, that's what does he say?
That's Krusty.
Hi,
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Kind of like it.
Dr. Krusty. Hey, everybody.
It's me, Dr. Nick Krusty.
It's me. Oh, God.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, it's Mr. McGregor with an arm for a leg and a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg.
He's like the Dr. Now of The Simpsons. It's like Dr. Now.
Because they got rid of, did the
Dr.
other,
Hibbert?
He's gone because...
Is he gone?
They got rid of all the ethnic characters.
All the ethnic characters portrayed by whites?
That's by whites. Someone pointed out that we'll probably never get an Apu toy, and that's kind of sad because he was real early on in the Playmates line. We got him with the Quickie Mart.
Oh, sure. Yes.
that's
we have
weird.
Mascot Scratchy, and then we have Bartman with an orange T-shirt instead of blue.
Yeah, I mean that's where you're messing up here with these Barts. Like Bart,
Homer's too.
Really come on, well Homer, sure, but Homer's a little more forgivable because Homer's like a larger character, but there's just not like much to Bart. Like none of it is interesting.
No, I
like,
get
he's
it.
not had any interest. Like I like the hockey figure, but I went today and they were 70% off, and all they had were Hockey Bart and Grandpa. And like I almost grabbed another Hockey Bart because it was like $4, but I was like, you know what? I don't even care because we're never gonna get Lisa, so it doesn't even make it. Although I should have got it. And then I could have done some like heated rivalry.
Put Milhouse's head on it. Put Milhouse.
I could have just swapped the heads. Oh, yeah. I could have just swapped the heads. All right, I'm going back and getting all those figures then. Yeah, I need
make a little team.
I need them.
Of kids.
Make a whole team. Yeah. Here's a team. Little People. So I always think Little People is a weird thing because they do every property, even like really not child appropriate properties like The Boys and. I don't even know, like everything. Like it's just wild.
Everything.
So this one is definitely more child appropriate. They're doing Super Mario, and I was like, that's cool. I didn't think the figures, like there was something weird about like how wide their heads are that I didn't think the heads like looked super great. But you know, it's fine.
It's Little People.
It's Little People. But then I saw that they're doing a play set that's like a stage in Mario with the bricks and the green shell that goes across and the sewer pipes and the chomp and the little bricks that pop up with the coins and the fire flower. And I'm like, holy hell! There's some Goombas down here. You can crush them. I think. I'm like, this is amazing. This is the best Mario environment I've ever seen anybody make. Like they packed so much in.
Right.
So I think
they also showed off Bowser's ship as well.
Oh no way! I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's there.
So this is a big to do, and the figures are being sold individually. You can get them. You can just pick up who you want. You want Fire Mario? They got him.
Right.
So those are a lot of fun.
Get them in a set. You can get them in a set as well.
Oh really? Just all of them?
Sold out everywhere because.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah. There's a like everything. There's a high population of Little People collectors and aficionados.
Is they really?
It is wild.
There's Little People enthusiasts.
When that Target set came out a couple of years ago, there's one primary Little People collectors group, and watching these people like have FOMO over not getting the Little People characters or like finding like a rare one at like Savers is crazy. It's wild to watch as like an outsider.
I have not. You need to send me one of those communities because I've never encountered anything where people like collected Little People specifically. Like people would be like, "Oh, I found this really fun one," and it was like news to them. Right. But yeah, that's so funny. So Super 7, we've been talking about them. They are currently doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Ultimates based on the 2003 series. The first set has been out. The 4 turtles. It went on deep clearance on Amazon. Like Leo was down to 25. I got an extra of him. They're fine. I have one somewhere here. I have my Raphaels near me. I think they're fine. They're not. I do like the NECA like engineering construction better, but they match the design of the characters perfectly. Like this is what they look like, so that's fine. Series 2 is Foot Soldier, Shredder, Casey Jones, and Splinter. They were supposed to be out by now, and they are. If you ordered them directly from Super 7, people have started to receive them, and the benefit to ordering from Super 7 directly is you got this little extra accessory pack, which is not like anything crazy, but if you wanted to sell it on eBay, they does, at least the first time, was going for pretty good money. So that definitely helps with the overall cost. I pre-ordered from Amazon back, like, I think when all the prices started to raise, I was like, let me lock in this price, and then, I have about a year to figure it out. Sure. I got an email last week saying that my shipment had been delayed to February. This was before anyone was getting them, so I was like, oh, these are probably delayed. But it seems like they are coming. There were some reviews that went up today. And I decided that I did not need to pay full price for these, that I'm going to roll the dice and maybe get them on clearance, on Amazon clearance, because they're not good enough to warrant their price tag. They just aren't. So do I want to have them? Yeah. Would I prefer to pay $35 for them? Yeah, I think I would. Do I need them right now? I do not. So I'm going to roll the dice. Is that, does that endanger the future of the line? Well, I think it's in trouble anyway. I don't even know how well it's doing. I don't know how well Super 7's doing.
They have meat on this bone anyway. What else can we get?
Well, they had Series 3. I don't know if they showed renders or just like the names. Because there was Raphael and then his bike, which I did not like. Oh, yeah. I think April and Hun maybe, and then maybe one third character. But yeah, it's just not they're not the Playmates figures. While the scale was terrible, they were very good representations of the secondary characters. The turtles were terrible. The turtles never looked like the cartoon, but the other characters were pretty good. So April, Casey, Shredder, Splinter, Foot Soldiers, and then everybody else. They pretty much made every character that appeared on that show. So it's not like we've never had good versions of these characters. Mm-hmm. So I will, we'll see how that works. I don't imagine they made as many of these as they did the turtles.
Oh, sure.
So they may not go to clearance. They may sell out quickly, and then that's it. But I'm still willing.
But they may not
take the risk. They may not. That's the thing.
I'm taking the risk. I think as soon as I start seeing them drop, I feel like I'm going to go Foot Soldier first, Shredder, Casey Jones, Splinter. So lock in on that Foot Soldier because people like to army build. Get it when it goes down to like $35. Shredder as well, and then the other two will kind of sit.
Yeah, I really don't know. I think they're all pretty even because it's I'd like Splinter to pose with the turtles, but I like Casey the same way, and it's I need someone for them to fight. So there's good reasons to have all of them.
There are.
I don't need them right now. All right, let's see here. You sent me this picture of a McFarlane sports pick hockey player, but it's articulated. So I was digging around. I went to his Facebook page, McFarlane Toys, and I found the post with the articulated hockey player, but he was the only one. There were other hockey players, but they were all pre-posed like his normal sports pick line. So what is going on here? What happened?
And then this one's up for pre-order now. I think it's no more than $25. But
the articulation
I was like, what are we doing?
So rudimentary.
It's very well. I mean, it's a bulky jersey, but it doesn't. There's something about the cuts and the way the fabric is supposed to flow. Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I just feel like you need to be more creative in how you approach. We don't know what Hasbro was going to do if they did NHL players. If they were going to give them.
Right.
We just don't know. I don't even know if they had even got to that point yet. We know we know that football was next, and we saw those prototypes, and they were doing
we also have seen Collegiate Legends. There's just something. I don't know if it's just that it's a solid color, and you can tell that it's a plastic, and not painted. Yeah. There's something texturally just not there. It's just missing.
Yeah, there's not enough texture on the jersey. It should have sew lines. There's a little wrinkles here, but then the elbows really are ugh. At least make them pinless. I know McFarlane hates that, but it's so weird that this is the only articulated hockey player. What's going on? Is this just a one-off? Why would you do this? Just to see if their market is there? Maybe. But, I mean, you can obviously reuse this body for pretty much every hockey player. There's not going to be a lot of variety in the way the uniform looks, but so we'll see what's going on with that. Let's talk about this real quickly. From Mattel's WWE line, they are putting out a version of The Rock, his final boss character from the last time he appeared on camera. But he is completely gold. He is gold with no painted details, and they give him this little stand so he looks like an award, like an Emmy or like a Slammy, if you know wrestling, their version of the Emmys.
I would have just said he looks like a trophy.
He looks like a trophy, yeah. But specifically, this is what a Slammy looks like. But it does not say Slammy anywhere, which I feel like is a strange decision. But cool. Like, you can only present The Rock in so many ways. At least this is different. They did the clear John Cena, so it does seem like they're looking for ways to present these characters in unique ways that really will stand out, and not too many paint apps. So I don't know if gold paint or gold plastic is expensive, but no additional
it's brittle
paint detail.
That's for sure. It doesn't hold up as
gold
well over
plastic
time.
Is brittle.
It doesn't hold up. It ages differently
Wow.
than like solid color. Anything silver, gold, or like bronze will break down.
Oh my god!
Something about the mix.
That's so weird.
So this figure might not last. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So that's that. They showed off a bunch of other stuff, but I don't really care about any. Trick or Treat Studios, they had a big drop of renders of upcoming toy lines, and these are 5-inch toys. So up here, these are Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that's a property that they've been doing toys and things from. They did those larger oversized toys at Walmart, which I thought were fine. So these are minimally articulated, looks like shoulders, maybe hips, but it's like a twist, not like anything really useful, and maybe neck, but it does look like they at least have shoulders. So these are sort of like, they're not like reaction figures because they're more detailed and they're 5 inches, but like that Kenner era, like Hook and stuff.
I saw these and I said, this is just like the articulation and just how they're posed, and they just came right out of the 90s, it feels like.
Yeah, very 90s. And maybe that's detail. The intention.
I think it is.
Do they have a name, like this overall style? Do they have something they're calling it? Just 5-inch figure assortment?
Oh.
Let me see what they have here. Just says 5-inch collectible figures on this one, anyways.
Maybe not.
And then
the Scream Greats had a name.
Oh, these are 8-inch though. These are bigger.
These are larger,
but not more articulated.
No, these are
still just
very
shoulders.
much like
Does he have
statues.
Elbows? Maybe. Does he have I can't tell. It doesn't look like they all have. If they do have elbows on the Michael Myers, the other
Trick or Treat Studios is interesting because they put a catalog out of all their properties. So if you notice that last picture you showed, they had new for 2026. So the bottom row there, all those two Michael Myers and the Creep from Jeepers Creepers are already released, and so these are the ones above are the upcoming. Yeah, you can already get the ones below.
So you know what you're getting. What is this? The Maniac Cop from what?
Maniac Cop from Maniac Cop.
From that's the movie Maniac Cop.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a good movie? Cop.
He's out for revenge.
Does he have like a mummy face? What's going on here?
Yeah, he does. He's got like almost like a puckered in like.
Oh yeah.
Like face.
Like Vecna. Leprechaun. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Oops! I clicked out of it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, these are the ones you see over at Walmart in that little collector's set.
Yeah, right. They're Walmart. The Day of the Dead ones really look like that Demolition Man like era of Kenner or whoever made those.
I was saying if you go to the next slide and go to like Trick or Treat. I was saying Trick or Treat Studios looked like what you would find in really early. I couldn't even think of a toy company name. Yeah. One of the ones that's not around right now. Yeah. Maybe.
Playing Mantis.
Yeah, exactly. Playing Mantis.
The ones that did like the adult superstars, like that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's like the articulation is definitely secondary. Like they cut it. It wasn't like they didn't plan these figures with the cuts in mind. They just like were like make a sculpt and they're like, let's make this into an articulated toy. Give them the T crotches and just not. It's just weird. Like if this is being presented as like a throwback line, which it might be, I don't actually know. But if this is presented as like apples to apples with Marvel Legends and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, come on,
this is the best we can do, guys.
This is the best. What are we doing here? Like, toy technology has advanced. Like, people are making stuff in their basement that looks good. Like, I don't know if you're a real studio, but maybe the idea is to make them look like, and maybe the carding will look like retro carding or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Somebody tell us. Again, these are for Walmart probably. I don't actually know. But maybe they're just trying to make them as cheap as possible so that they can sell them for a reasonable price. Which, we appreciate that too. It's good to find a balance between, articulation and paint apps and everything. Mm-hmm. Here's okay. So something I've always talked about recently is how instead of like making these characters like super articulated, like even like the Simpsons line where they try to give them like elbow joints and everything, and it kind of makes them look like robots. Some of them, it sort of breaks up the skull. What I love is what Mezco does with their 5 Points line, where they pack in alternative arms that like give them that pose, but you can swap them out. So, you keep the aesthetic, those clean lines, the silhouette, but you can achieve different poses, and that's fun. Mondo does this set called Squads. They did like real monsters. I don't know what it is, but it's like over the fence or something. Do you know what that is? Over the something fence? No. Okay. So that's another one. They're doing King of the Hill. King of the Hill, sure. And then now they announced that they're doing Beavis and Butthead. So on the 20th, this week, you can order this set, and you get Beavis and Butthead. You get the couch. Looks like it comes with a TV. You got some rocking out heads. Looks great. Cornholio. Mm-hmm. So you got sitting legs, standing legs. There's the TP for his bumhole. Nachos. Baseball bat.
Slides for the TV.
Yeah, you can put different things on the screen.
You put Daria on there.
So it's like instead of coming with different hands, we always see characters with different hands. These all come with different alternate arms.
Yeah.
So like rocking out arms, the devil horns. So they each have 3 heads. So but they have the rocking heads, and then the Cornholio head for Beavis, and then Butthead has like, I don't know what this middle head's supposed to be. He's like about to throw up or something. I don't know what that head is.
Right. The one critique I saw of this was that they had to take the band names off of the shirts, and they just put generic words.
Sure.
On the
I think
shirts.
they do that with all of the merchandise.
Yeah,
though.
but I think they said it'd be nicer if they just like kept it off completely.
No, you gotta have something there. I think I agree with how they do. I think this is just how they've always done the merchandise. Like, they should have thought about this before they animated them with band names. Honestly, like, they never thought there would be merchandise, I guess.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because I remember I had the little like 5-inch ones that had the talking bass. Those are pretty good too. From, I don't know who made those. It might have been NECA way back in the day, but those are super old. But these are fun. The Squads, it's probably going to be pretty pricey.
And it's very limited too.
Well, there's like the limited version, but then is there just like a general pre-order? Usually what they do is they have
isn't the limited version comes with the couch. That's the thing.
You can't have them without the couch.
Well, that's the limited version. Comes with the couch.
You would have these sitting legs. What would you sit on?
They wouldn't come with the sitting legs at that point.
Oh,
they'd probably
so
just
really
come with
you got to get
the standing legs.
Oh my God, you really have to get the limited one then. Yeah, man, Mondo really put you in a pinch there. So be one of the first 1,250 people to get on there and get your Beavis and Butthead figures. Probably the best version of those we'll ever see, because I don't think you could do it any better if you gave them like Marvel Legends articulation. I think it would.
No, I wouldn't want it. They're so thin. The arms are so thin.
They're too thin. Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense.
Snap.
Yeah. So good for Mondo. All right, we got to talk about this. So people do not like AI. People use it irresponsibly. I think maybe that's how we should say it. People do not. Well, there are some people who just don't like AI and think it should go away.
Yeah.
And like there are days when I cannot disagree with that. Like I think we're worse off because, but you could say like we're worse off because of social media. I'm trying to see the first one, but something has really struck a chord with the toy community when Danny O'Mani posts something about it in a positive way. So he made a video and he was showing off one of these AI. These are like a series of military movie characters. So I'm trying to find the name. Okay, so the guy that made these, his name is Avion EX. Avion YX.
Avionics?
His Instagram.
Avionics.
Avionics. Aeon Flux. His Instagram is AV1010NYX. So go follow him on Instagram. You see all these. So he did like Bill Murray from Stripes and Harold Ramis from Stripes and John Candy from Stripes. And there's G.I. Jane. Just like all of these famous, movie characters that are in the military. I don't even know.
Military.
This one. I don't even know this movie. Like here's Brad Pitt from
Fury.
Then what is it?
Fury.
That was just called Fury.
Yes,
because it's on the tank. And here's the Punisher. Was he in that one too? Is it a different movie?
He was also in the tank.
He was in the tank. There you go.
Yeah.
And there's some other ones. So these are just AI creations. And this is all we need, because I would not buy these toys, but I like to see what they look like. And it's not like the real toys.
What if?
Yeah. The real toys would not look any better. Like this Bill Murray head looks exactly like the Hasbro Ghostbusters head. Like he probably used that as the basis for it. But like this is such a fun thing to see. But like I don't need to pay money to own this. Like this is fine.
You're good.
There's no difference between me looking at this on my computer screen and me looking at it like on a shelf behind me. I'm not gonna pose it. This is great, and it cost me no money. I mean, it cost us, natural resources and everything, but we'll deal with that later. So this really took the internet by storm. So it'll be interesting to see what else he puts out. Actually, I know exactly what else he put out, because he did these amazing TMNT NECA figures. He made the figure. He put them in a box. This is Ultimate Tempestra. Like, I thought this was a NECA product. This is perfect. This guy is his name is Ultimate Pinky McFingers. He just looks like fat Inspector Gadget to me. But I mean, if you just looked at this, if NECA put this out, would you think this was just a NECA product? Like
yes,
looks
I would.
legit. It looks legit. It's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, you can tell because is messed up. Like, no, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's too good. And then he also did Spaceballs, and this was fantastic because he made the packaging look like the Black Series, which is exactly what you'd want. But it's like, this is amazing, but there's no way in hell I would buy all these figures.
And he even did the side panel that connects to make the mural.
It's
Wow.
Beautiful. Do you think they all line up too? I know, that's so funny.
I mean,
I love these.
But
no, that'd be too much.
Let me see Pizza the Hut. I haven't seen these. Oh, look at
Pizza. That was a little weird. But you can see the articulation.
It's
weird, the mouth part there. Yeah, he's got legs. So that was a little weird. But
I never imagined him with legs. What the hell?
No, I don't think. But Max Rebo had like legs that were arms, so maybe the puppet looked different. But these are amazing. This one almost looks too real. The face doesn't look enough like a toy. But
sure,
fantastic work. I don't know, between this guy and Collector 77, who's doing pretty much every property ever, and then I was making Conan. So the three of us, we have the market cornered on
for imaginary toys.
Imaginary toys, which is probably all we're gonna have in the future. So I want to talk about the bins next, but before I do that, did you have anything that you wanted to get into the show?
Real quick, you heard the glass clattering earlier. I've talked about it before. I got to talk about it now, just because it was very exciting. So, real quick personal story. Back in, what was it, 95? Is that when these cups came out?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. So in 95, we had just had a new McDonald's open down the road. So it was convenient. It's still there to this day. But one of the awesome things that McDonald's put out were these promo Batman Forever cups.
Yes, so good.
So you had Batman and Robin, and then you had Two-Face and the Riddler.
Yep.
And everybody had these cups. These were like, I've got to get a set. These are going to be worth so much money.
It's fine china.
It's the nerd fine china. So that's
crystal.
Batman.
It's amazing.
So I, of course, loved Batman Forever as a kid when it first came out. And we went to the McDonald's that was closest by. And for some reason, they never got a delivery of the Robin cup. They had the other three. And we were at the stage. It was at the stage in life where, like, my mom wasn't willing to go drive around at this point. And I of course, couldn't drive around either. So the Robin cup, I never got it. I had those three, like most things when you're young, you just kind of like tuck it away and forget about it, and you don't try to complete the set. So, with social media and like collecting things post-COVID and everything like that, I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be great if I could get the Robin cup to finish off my set of glassware? And I made a promise to myself. I said I could go the easy route and I could just buy it on eBay because there's plenty out there. And I said, no, I want to make it difficult for myself. I want to find it at like an antique store or at the thrift store. Yeah. I want to actually find it. So we go to this past week, and I was at one antique store, and they had a full set of those Flintstone mugs. So Flintstones, the Flintstone movie, McDonald's also had a tie-in with the glass mugs. But they had no Batman. I said, oh, dang it, they don't have Batman, they just have the Flintstones. So we're taking the drive, we go to the one antique store, and then we're like, oh, we'll go to another one just for the heck of it. And I went to the other one, and lo and behold, I'm looking around, and I look down at a booth, and there was the Two-Face, because I recognized the coin of the handle, handle coin, which was always cool. Very cool. Right behind it was the Robin cup.
Yay!
So there it is.
Now I can die happy.
Oh, and the Batmobile. I've never actually looked at this cup. This is a fun one. So it's got my favorite Batmobile.
Animated it so that you could really see like what the picture is, like not just in clear glass.
Oh, like painted it? Like painted it up?
Not even painted it, but like recreated it as a drawing so you could like see like the detail of what was in there.
I mean,
like I don't know how they made these. Did they have like someone like chisel away? Or did they draw it out first and then laser engrave it? Like I don't know what the technology was like back then for making glass things.
I mean, it was always something. Like around the handle was like this Batman here, and he's got his Batarang wrapped around the handle with the Batarang at the end.
We need to do like a feature on these. Like these need to be resurrected. Like McDonald's brought back the glasses, but they were plastic. Like I don't know we'll ever see like glass like this.
Oh, this was like
the fact that they've survived too. Like so many people took care of them. They love them. Like you wrap them in paper, make sure they're safe. Like these are the most important things in the world. Yeah, that was amazing.
So that was my happy little
that was great
moment. Yeah.
Do you have like a nice display of them all together now?
I have to find the other two. They are in a box somewhere.
Did you ever drink out of them? Like at the restaurant, would you like put soda in them?
Well, like that was the thing. We had more than one set because, of course, why not invest? So my brother had a set as well, and I think we used those primarily for consumption of product. Like I don't know if I ever put like out of them. I don't think we drank out of them. I think they kind of went towards like ice cream. Like we put ice cream in them. I don't think we ever really drank hot liquids out of these cups because
it's interesting. Just for special occasions, like ice cream.
Yeah, so the ice cream cups.
Now I really want to. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna find them at the bin store. Maybe at the Goodwill, or not Goodwill. The my antique store. I need to start going there more often. Start going there as often as I go to the bin store, which is at least once a week, if not twice. Actually, I've been going to the bin store so much that my wife says that I can no longer, if I go, I can no longer buy things for the children because I come. It's not like I come back with little things. Like I'm only gonna get them big things that are a good deal.
The big stuff that's a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So today I went. Today was actually a really fascinating day because I walked in there. I took the little kid. He was all gung-ho about going. I walk in there and I see that the blue card of the new Mattel WWE LJN Hulk Hogan figure. And these were a Target exclusive. They sold through. They were like in the Christmas section. They now have a tag in the normal aisle, but they haven't been restocked yet. So I see that. I go over and grab it. Today was $20, or I thought it was $20. They actually raised it to $25. We'll talk about that in a second. But I thought I was getting it for $20, which is actually less than retail. So I grab it. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, hold on, this looks a little different. So if you know the story of the LJNs, the first shipment of the new figures had a lighter blue card, and the tan on Hogan was darker. And then they had a running change to what they want, this like brighter blue, and then Hogan is paler to match that original LJN figure. So that original run, I think you could only get it if you pre-ordered online, because those shipped first before they even got to the stores. So the ones in the stores, I think, were all just the intended colors. So this one must have got returned because the card was not perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a little, and it's got like the stickers on it, which is one of the things that it was shipped. But like in the future, if there is a figure that is going to be rare, this is going to be it. Hot dog tan Hogan with that incorrect colored blue. And some people actually prefer this blue over the one that Mattel decided to correct. So this is the one that Mattel wanted. You can see the brighter blue, the paler skin, and then this is the hot dog tan. Look at that, redder, and then a different blue, obviously. So you can see the top of the card is kind of dinged up there. But I was very happy to pick that up. I was like, yes, sir. So now I have a much more complete LJN collection because I have black cards for everybody, which is like the official variant. And then I have the blue cards. So that was great. I was very happy about that. I started walking around a little more, and I saw the very familiar Gamerverse Marvel Legends Captain America versus Venom 2-pack. And the box pretty dinged up, but it didn't look like it had been opened. So for $20, I grabbed that too. This is now my fourth set because I bought one originally because I was like, this is really cool. I want this. And then like the very next week they did a BOGO offer. So I was like, well, I got to buy it again. And I intended to return that original one, but I just never got around to it. So now I have one that I'm... Well, no, I'm not going to return this one because it's beat to hell. I am going to open this one, but I do think I'm going to return one of the other ones because I don't need 4. That's just ridiculous.
That is.
But I did want to open one. So now I have one that I ended up paying $25 for. So that is great. I will be doing that. Some of the other fun things they had, this is the Godzilla versus Wonder Woman set, that giant Godzilla that comes with a 6-inch or 7-inch Wonder Woman and then a tiny Wonder Woman, except someone had stolen the larger Wonder Woman. So if you wanted tiny Wonder Woman and Godzilla for $20, you could have picked that up. This is Dragon Blaster Skeletor. I'm not sure how this ended up there. This is very old. I remember getting this at Ross like over a year ago. But that was there. I found one classified G.I. Joe. This is Breaker with his bubble gum. But for, $20, I didn't need that. They had this Barbie dream house. So 3 stories and a water slide.
Is that somebody's cart? Or was that...
This is someone else's cart. So I would have picked this up because my wife had been talking about wanting to like reconnect with her childhood. So I wanted this, but the guy, there's actually 2 floating around. One guy was opening it and checking all the pieces to make sure it was complete, which they tell you not to do. Like, don't open the boxes. So there were, if I got there a little earlier, I could have got that. Then this guy had the R2 Lego set. So I don't know how much this costs normally, but Legos are so risky because you don't, like, it's definitely been opened. Like, why do you return a Lego? Probably because you took something from it and then send it back. Like, it's not like it's going to be broken. So that's risky, but for $20, I guess. And then here's one of this is Darth Malak from Star Wars, Black Series.
Yeah. Right.
So it was open, obviously, but you could look in, and it looked like the figure was still in there. So
That's
it looks like
GameStop tag. Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to sell it for $30, so that would have been a good deal. Here's one of these giant woodsies houses. There was one floating around in the bins that was not in the box, but this one, I don't even know if there was a toy in this box or it's just the box. But I don't know how much this costs normally, but it's a huge house, so it probably would have been a good deal for $20. Here's the Bluey car, the really big one for the plush figures. That was cute. Here's just an example of what people get, like so much stuff. So much stuff. Electronics, shelving. Well, because this is in what used to be a Sears or a Macy's.
Oh.
So there is a second floor, but it's not being used.
But you can't go up. There's like
that
no
would be
second.
Amazing. There's like a secret
someday.
section. No, there's no second floor.
Wait, is that your cart? Is that a view from your cart? What does
Here's
your
just
kid
another
have?
example.
What is that thing?
Yeah, this is my cart in the foreground.
Is that
So
a
I
bow
bought
and
my
arrow?
son this big. No, it's a
Is that crane?
truck with a crane. Yeah, that they sell at Target for like $60. So I got it for $25. So he was happy with that. But
Like
it's
everybody
huge.
with their
so between
like
that and the
Cuisinarts, their
so what they do,
kitchen aids and stuff.
the store opens at 9, so people rush in, and it's like supermarket sweep. They just grab anything that looks like value, and then they all congregate over by like the doors that open into the mall, but they're not open yet. And I guess they either are checking prices to see if it's good, like if the resale value is good.
Sure.
So it's not like anybody's going in there to shop for themselves. I don't think. I think these are all flippers. Like they're trying to make some extra money, which is,
I don't.
I mean, whatever.
It.
It's.
I know.
It's not if you're doing the work. Like, but it was crazy in there. Like, there were a lot of people this morning. I think the store is doing so well that they realized that $20 was basically giving stuff away. So they bumped up Saturday's price to $25. So when I got to the register, they're like, okay, 3 items, that'll be $75. And I'm like, wait a minute, that math doesn't math. Oh. And then they showed me the signs. Tomorrow, Sunday, normally 15, they knocked it down to 10. So that's really like if you want the value but still have some of the options, that's the time to go. So we'll see, but I can't take the kids anymore because I get them too many big things and we're running out of space, and it's like Christmas was just like a few weeks ago. Right. It's kind of crazy. But I love it, so I don't mind buying them shit. I don't care. Here's a big Nick Wilde. I don't even know. Somebody posted this photo. In Japan, they're selling a 3-foot, 4-foot tall Nick Wilde doll from Zootopia 2, where he's in his tuxedo. Like, this woman is marrying him, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
It's just funny. The things. It looks like he must be posable, too, because his arms are, like, up in one photo and down in the other. They probably aren't. They're probably afraid to sell the Judy Hopps version of this. So, you can only get the Nick Wilde
afraid.
version.
We've
seen the videos.
You wouldn't want to get that in the bin store.
Oh, you would not want to get that. It would look like that Winnie the Pooh that I had a picture of the other day. I still don't know what was going on with that. It was not Pooh. That was not Pooh. You mentioned this to me, so I went and searched it out. Rubies, the company that is somehow associated with NECA, I think they own them, or they're all owned by the same umbrella company.
Correct.
They have solicited an inflatable Castle Grayskull from Masters of the Universe, and this thing is big. It's like a bounce house, or like a smaller bounce house. So there's not been any official listings yet, but people are guesstimating that it would be between 7 feet and 10 feet tall with the spires. So what do you do with something like this? You put it out in your yard for Halloween and like decorate like He-Man? Like, what do you do with it?
I think you could do that. A lot of things you could make it like an entryway and then go in. I don't know. We'll have to ask Pixel Dan what he would do with it. What would you do, Pixel Dan? With your inflatable Castle Grayskull.
He's I hope they send him a sample. Like we gotta see. He's gonna wear that like t-shirt that looks like He-Man. He's gonna go all out.
His wig.
It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait. His wig, yeah. All right, here's a story. We'll see how well this story is. If it's funny. So another bin store related thing. I was there the other day when everything was $7. I was finding some good stuff, and my wife had mentioned that she like wanted a Barbie doll. That she had a lot of Barbies as a kid, and she just like when we're talking about toys, she always like, oh, I'd like to have a Barbie. I can brush its hair or something. So I was, there, and they had this Disney ILY, which is, I don't know, I love you. I don't actually, yeah, that must be what it stands for. So these are like Disney bounding dolls. So this one is supposed to be Belle, but she's like a Latina. So I got that. I gave that to her, and she's like, I don't really want this. I was like, all right. Well, you said you wanted a Barbie doll. Like, you want specifically Barbie. You don't want these like Barbie adjacent things.
Next, maybe
like,
she gives you a toy and be like, I don't really want this.
I don't really want that. Yeah. So I was like, that's fine. Like, honestly, I actually have a few of these that I got from the Character Warehouse because I just thought it was a crazy deal, and I think they look nice. So I'll just keep it. But then I was like, no, let's just open this, because I wanted to see how well articulated they were. That's always the thing I want to know. Like, these dolls, how well articulated, like, could you, like, this, would this be like a good action figure adjacent thing? Like, they could make action figures, but like use these as a base doll. That's my rationale. Anyways, I was not enthralled with the articulation on it. So I was like, I don't want this. The little kid came home and I was like, hey, look what I got you. I got you a doll. And he was like, I love this. This is my favorite thing ever. And I was like, okay, great. And he like, we went to like karate class that night. He brought it in the car with him. He's like, I love this doll. She's beautiful. I was like, this is great. This is fine. And then they had show and tell at his school the next day. And he was like, I need to bring this doll and show everyone this doll. And I was like, great. I can't wait to see this. So I didn't drop him off. My wife dropped him off, but she was like, the teacher for this class, an older woman, she was like, oh, you brought a doll, like really not into it. Like a boy having a doll. Like, she was very much, I was like, yeah, that I knew that was gonna happen. But then my kid said that the kids didn't like his doll, and I was like, they didn't like your doll? What are you talking about?
This is his traumatic event.
Like it. This is his traumatic facilitated his trauma. So he hasn't played with the doll since, and now he's got these trucks. So I don't know if that's it for the doll, but I thought that was so funny. He was so excited about the doll, but people didn't like the doll. And I don't know if it was like they had something against the doll or they had something against him having the doll. But I was like, look how progressive we are, letting our son play with this doll. But then it kind of backfired, and that he was sad that no one liked his doll.
That is sad.
So, it's sad. But he bounced back, and I bought him that giant crane thing at the store, the bin store. So he's fine. But I just thought that was funny. I thought I was going to be like, look at us.
That was like me. So I went to Target to check out like the new set and everything like that, and I stopped by Bluey, and they had a set of the Grannies, which was
a
4-pack this time.
Yeah.
And I was kind of bummed because that episode with Muffin as the grumpy granny has such a great character with the little pug who's the true grumpy granny, and the Granny Mobile, which is just the scooter.
That's right. Uh-huh.
I was hoping they'd make a set from that. So to see the 4, it was cool. So I grabbed that. But then I was like, oh, I grabbed it for my daughter. She'll be fine. So I gave my son the consolation, which was like, hey, you can open this. And he was like, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
He doesn't like Star
so funny
Wars.
About what they want. Kids are so funny, like, and they're so, like, I bought something for the little kid today. Yeah, I would have bought something for the big kid, but they didn't have anything that I thought was worth $25. Like, they had dinosaurs. He likes dinosaurs, but I'll get those from Target for cheaper.
Sure.
So obviously he's pissed when we come home and the little kid's got this giant truck. But I'm like, you know what? I'll just, what we do is we're like, okay, well, just think of, you have $20 to spend later. Like, we'll bank it. You can buy it. But he always does a thing, the older kid does, where he's like, to his brother. He's like, you can't play with my toys. I don't play with your toys. Well, tonight, the little kid went to bed, and Big Brother was out here playing with all the toys that little brother got. Where his crane. Oh, and he got, the little kid had some money from Christmas and his birthday. So he bought that Superman set where he punches the kaiju and the ooze comes out of him. Yeah. And the Big Brother was playing with that too. So I don't want to hear it anymore that he doesn't play with your toys. Because you're playing with them. You know what good toys are. Good toys are good toys. Doesn't matter the age. Play with dolls. Who cares? Who cares? That teacher cared, I guess, but who cares?
Yeah.
All right, Bill. You got anything else for this week?
I can't think of anything. No. It was a fun week. I mean, I enjoyed
lots of little things.
Everything.
I guess there's just lots of little things this
little
week.
Stuff.
Nothing like sink our teeth into. We talked about Star Wars for a while. All right, very good. That's good. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still want